Hello students, in this video we will be learning what is section formula. Suppose you are given a coordinate of a point, say x1, y1. Okay, you have got another point B whose coordinates are x2 and y2. Okay, let's join them like this with a straight line. And suppose there is a point P on this line anywhere, okay, and this point P's coordinate are x comma y, and this point P is dividing this line which is joining the coordinates, okay, A and B in the ratio m1 is to m2, right? So this particular point is dividing this line into two sections. That is why the coming section formula is, okay, dividing. And we need to find the coordinates of point X. You are given the coordinates x1, y1. You are given the coordinates x2, y2. You are even given the ratio m1 is to m2. You need to find out the coordinates of point P, which is x and y. So the value of x can be very easily found out by the formula m1 x2 plus m2 x1 over m1 plus m2. Don't get confused. It is not at all confusing. See how easy it is. m1 is the first ratio. x2 is over here. So when you are finding the x coordinate, right, everything is x, x, x. There is no y. One thing you have to remember this, okay? And when you go for m1, it's like a cross multiplication. m1 multiplies with the x2 over here, m1 x2, and m2 multiplies over here with the x1. So this is a cross multiplication kind of easy for you to remember. m1 x2 plus m2 x1 over m1 plus m2. This is for the x coordinate. Let us see the y coordinates also. For y coordinates, it is again the same one because you are finding the y coordinates. So we will have only y over here. No x will interfere, okay? So again same way, cross multiplication. So it will be m1 and it will be y2. So m1 y2 plus, okay, and m2 y1, okay, whole divided by m1 plus m2, right? So this is the section formula and how to find out the x and y coordinate. Let me sum up this once again for you. In this section formula, you will be given two coordinates, coordinates of point A and coordinates of point B, okay, a line joining them, and there will be a point P whose coordinates we can easily find out, and this point P is dividing this line in the ratio m1 is to m2. So the formula for the coordinates of point X is m1 x2 plus m2 x1 upon m1 plus m2. For y, the coordinate for y coordinates, the formula becomes m1 y2 plus m2 y1 upon m1 plus m2. When you calculate x, only x1, x2 will be there. If you calculate y, only y1 and y2 will be there. And you cross multiply like this, m1 x2, m2 x1 over m1 plus m2, m1 y2 plus m2 y1 over m1 plus m2. Very simple. Hello students, in this video we will take a sample question and will demonstrate to you how to use section formula to solve it. Okay, let's take the question. The question would be, find the coordinates of a point which divides the line segment joining the points We'll take 2 points, one of them will be 4 comma minus 3, and the other point we will take it as x comma 5, and the ratio will be 3:1. Okay, so let us see how we can solve this kind of a question using our section formula. The first thing is drawing the diagram. So what are the 2 points? These are the 2 points. Let's say the first point becomes A and the coordinates are 4 comma minus 3. Let us take it as x1 and this as y1. That makes our work very easy. The next point over here, say it be point B, would be 8 comma 5. Let us take it as x2 and this as y2. Okay, let's join them, and we have to find the coordinates of a point which is dividing them in the ratio 3:2. So 3:1 is more towards over here. Let's take it as a point B, and we want to find out the coordinates of point B, that is x comma y, and the ratio is 3:1. That means m1 is 3 and m2 is 1. So the point P is dividing it in the ratio 3:1. We have already seen that the formula to find out the x coordinate of this point is m1 x2 plus m2 x1 upon m1 plus m2. So let us substitute all the things from this m1. What is m1? m1 is 3, so that will be 3 multiplied by, I already told you it's cross multiplication, m1 x2 is 8 plus m2 x1 is 4 divided by m1 plus m2, 3 plus 1, right? So what it is? It is 8 3s are 24 plus 4 divided by 4. So the value of the x coordinate would be 28 by 4. 4 7s are 28, so the value of x is 7. Similarly, let's now proceed ahead to find out the value of y coordinates. So to find out y coordinates, again the formula will be m1 y2 plus m2 y1 upon m1 plus m2. So y coordinate will be, what is m1? Again 3 multiplied by what is y2 is 5 plus m2 is 1 multiplied by y1 is minus 3 whole divided by 3 plus 1. So it will be 3 times 5 is 15 minus 1 times 3 is 3 over 4. So that will be 12 over 4. So the value of y is 3. So the coordinates, so finally we were looking for the coordinates. So the coordinate has come out as 7 comma 3. Okay, so if you want to write down the answer, you can write it down. So our coordinate x comma y are 7 comma 3. So here in this video I have explained you how to use section formula to solve a question where the two coordinates of the points are given and the ratio is also given, and you need to find out the point which divide these two in the ratio 3:1. Hello students, in this video we will look at a special case of our section formula. Which is midpoint. Okay, if suppose in the section formula, like if there are 2 points, say point A, the coordinates are say x1, y1, and there is a point B whose coordinates are x2, y2. Let's join them like this, and say the point P over here whose coordinate is x comma y. Okay, and we know that the point P is dividing this into a ratio m1 m2, right? Here the special case is that the point P is the midpoint. So that means if point P becomes the midpoint, so definitely AP will be equal to PB, right? So the both of them are same. Or we can say that for a midpoint, the ratio will be 1:1. So the value of m1 will be 1, m2 will be 1. Let us apply this and derive a formula for section formula for midpoint. We all know that for the x coordinate, the formula is m1 x2 plus m2 x1 upon m1 plus m2, right? Here m1 is 1 because it is for midpoint, so it will be 1 multiplied by x2 plus 1 multiplied by x1 whole divided by 1 plus 1, right? So it will be x2 plus x1 over 2, or let us make it very simple. The x coordinate is x1 plus x2 by 2. Let's calculate the formula, find out the formula for y coordinate also, if the point P is the midpoint. So again the formula is m1 y2 plus m2 y1 upon m1 plus m2, right? Let's substitute. m1 is 1 multiplied by y2 plus 1 multiplied by y1 upon 1 plus 1, so that will be y2 plus y1 upon 2, which will be, make it simple, y1 plus y2 by 2. Okay, that means if the midpoint, if the ratio is 1:1, don't apply this formula, this is too long. Don't apply this formula, this is too long. Simply apply this formula. If you want to find out x, it will be x1 plus x2 by 2. If you want to find out y, simply it will be y1 plus y2 by 2. So this is a special case for the section formula if the ratio is 1:1 or the point P is the midpoint. Students, in this video, we will try to find out the ratio. This is one more different type of question belonging to the topic section formula. So finding ratio using section formula. In one of the last video you have seen how to find out the coordinates of the point using the section formula. In this particular question, I will help you understand how to find out ratio using section formula. For that, let us take one question. Question is, in what ratio does the points, we'll take 1 point minus 4, 6, okay, divide the line segment joining the points we'll take 2 points. Point A, let's take it as minus 6, 10. Okay, and let's take point B as 3, minus 8. So this is our question. In what ratio? So the question will be given. You have to find out the ratio. So let's draw this. The first thing is the correct diagram. We have got 2 points, point A and point B. So let's say point A is over here, which is minus 6, 10, which is my x1, y1. Okay, let's take over here the point B. Coordinates are 3, minus 8, which is x2, y2. Right, let's join them with a straight line. And the point minus 4, C, 6 is somewhere over here. So let's take this is point P, which is minus 4, 6. Let's say the ratio is m1 is to m2. We have to find this ratio. Okay, these 2 points are given, point P is also given. We have to find out in what ratio that this point P divides this line AB. So if the points, if the ratio is not given, we will take let the ratio be K is to 1. You can do this question by taking M1 is to M2, but that will be little difficult. When you attempt this question by taking the ratio as K is to 1, the question gets solved very easily, very nicely. Let's see how we can proceed by this. Let the ratio be K is to 1. Okay, now we will put the formula to calculate X and Y, the same formula which we have learned. What was the formula? For X, the formula was M1x2 plus M2x1 divided by M1 plus M2, and for Y it was M1y2 plus M2y1 divided by M1 plus M2. The formula remains the same. Let's apply this formula. So it will be the value of X is minus 4 is equal to M1. What is M1? M1 is K. So K multiplied by what is X2? The value of X2 is 3. So K into 3 M1 X2 plus what is M2? M2 is 1 multiplied by X1. X1 is minus 6 divided by M1 plus M2, which we have taken as K plus 1. Okay, so the question becomes negative 4 is equal to 3K minus 6 whole divided by K plus 1. Let us take this full K plus 1 to the other side. It will become like this: minus 4 multiplied by K plus 1 is equal to 3K minus 6. Minus 4 into K minus 4K. Minus 4 into 1 is minus 4. This becomes 3K minus 6. Okay. Now let me take this 3K to the other side and 4 to this side. It will become minus 4K minus 3K is equal to minus 6 plus 4. Minus 4K minus 3K will be minus 7K is equal to minus 2. Minus minus cancelled. K will be 2 by 7, or we can write it as K by 1, or K is to 1, so the ratio becomes 2 is to 7. See how easy it is to solve the question. Now the question arises, some of the students, they have a doubt. They start asking, sir, can we use the y coordinates to find out the ratio? And my answer to this is, let's try. Let's see if we can do that. We can use that. So for y also, let us substitute the values. So it will be y. What is the value of y? Y is 6. So it will be 6 is equal to, and M1 y2. What is M1? M1 is K into value of y2 is negative 8 plus M2 y1. The value of M2 is 1 multiplied by what is y1? Y1 value is 10 whole divided by K plus 1. So that will be 6 is equal to minus 8K plus 10 whole divided by K plus 1. Let's take that K plus 1 to the other side. It will become 6 multiplied by K plus 1 is equal to minus 8K plus 10. We multiply this will become 6K plus 36. No, not 36. This is 6 multiplied by 1 will be only 6. Let's remove this one. So it is 6K plus 6 is equal to minus 8K plus 10. Let us take K to one side and the numbers to the other side. So this will become 6K plus 8K is equal to 10 minus 6. 10 minus 6 is 4. This is 14K. So k will be 4 upon 14, 2 times 2, 2 times 7. So k upon 1 is 2 is by 7. So k is to 1 is equal to 2 is to 7. See? So what I want to tell you is that if you use the x coordinates, that is enough. No need to do it twice. This is just for the cross-checking purpose, that whether you use the x coordinate or the y, you will get the ratio. So student, this is how you are going to solve a question based on finding ratio using section formula.